now what we're going to do is we're going to set up two new items relating to carpenter fit off. So this is an example of how to copy an item across. So I've got the item here that I want to copy all of the square meterage, the cost center, and the suppliers will have to put in again. So I'm just going to change this one. So this is just fit off to plaster only. So this is for our simplicity range, which generally only has skirting tiles to the wet areas. So we'll just click out of that item and back in, and that will save that. Then I'm just going to add a hide note here. So this won't appear on purchase orders, but is to help the estimator work out what item is supposed to be used. So this is fit off of doors, door handles, towel, rails, etc. to plaster walls only. Okay, so then again we just click out and back in, and that will save that note in there. So you can see the update that we did previously is still noted there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that item is selected, and then we're going to copy the current item. We're going to use the same format so that it goes in the same cost center. Just type in 51. Okay, so then we have that note there, and we're going to do fit off to ceramic tiles. Now what we need to do is change the estimating price to 3, and then we need to add in our carpenters back into this with that same price. So the estimating price relates to when the sales estimator uses it and doesn't specify a supplier code, whereas the supplier pricing goes on purchase orders and auto updates the purchase order to have the correct price for the correct trade. Okay, so just out and back in, and that will save that pricing there. So then if we go back up to this item, we're just going to copy that because it hasn't saved to plaster only. Okay, then we've got our supplier pricing, so we're just going to copy this template across to ceramic tile walls only. Okay, and then we just need to create a third item. So we can just copy this one again, copy the current item, and just change that to A2, and that will all fall into the catalogue after one another to porcelain this time. Okay, so then we'll pop in that price. We add in our supplier pricing again. And if you don't know the codes for the suppliers, you can look it up in the supplier tab up on the top left corner. So it's probably something to prepare prior to starting to write these, and then we copy our template in. So to Okay, so now best thing to do is just to double check our items have the templates in and they have their estimating pricing in and that they have their supplier pricing in. So the estimating pricing here should be the highest amount of anything in here. Go through ceramic tiles. Again, estimating pricing is the same or the highest number here. We have our template and then we have the labour items there. So we'll leave this item in black because we have supplier pricing in. And that's all we needed to do to set up those pricing. So you can just exit out of there and then go into your bill of quantities and you'll be able to use those items.